welcome back to Ranting with Ricardo. I'm going to be doing a Floribama Shore Season 4, Episodes 1 through 6, recap, review, my thoughts, my feelings, and really my opinions and thoughts. Okay, so I filmed this like twice before, but they were so super long, and I was like, I'm not going to make y'all sit through like 30 to like 40 minutes of just me talking. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want to hear my voice for that long, so we're going to try to speed it up. Make it slow down. Do something like real quick. So let's get into it. We're going to be in the thick of COVID. We're still in COVID. And you know, they can't go to Florida. I'm flubbing my words. They can't go to Florida to film. And, you know, they got to go somewhere. So they choose Montana. Now, here's the quick update. What's going on with everybody. Cody moved out the Mama and Papa Butt's house. He got his own house. Not that far from them, so he just be popping up at their house all willy-nilly. Like, you don't live here no more, sir. Go to your home. We get to find out that Kirk, he still lives in Atlanta, but Kirk got a girlfriend. Okay, we didn't know about her, but Kirk has a girlfriend, and I think he said she's a nurse, and she okay with not being on television. Okay, she don't need to come to the beach house, which explains why when they used to go out, Kirk wasn't trying to hit on nobody, trying to do nothing with nobody. Committed relationship for a very long time. Jeremiah was doing bodybuilding before COVID, and you know, COVID kind of just shut that shit down. So it's just been him and Josh and a gym, like the home garage gym in Arizona. Candace has started her own business. I think she sells hand sanitizers, homemade, and some other things. So I'll link her information in the description box below. That's where all my stuff is, so y'all check all that out too down there. Hold on. Okay, Amy and Dylan are still together. Yay. We love to see people in committed relationships. I'm not in one, but we love to see it. And you know, they both lost their jobs during COVID, and well, Amy started selling feet pics. Okay, she started selling feet pics on Amy's feet, and I was like, I'm proud of you. Everybody hit their lick during this COVID time, and if selling feet pics will pay the bills and have some money left over, do what you need to do. Okay, no harm in selling feet pics. And Gus is living in a shed in the woods and upset that he's not in a committed relationship, and that his brother is, and his 19-year-old brother is married, has a baby, and is hoping as they come into the Montana home that maybe Nilsa, even though she is what Gus 2.0, will throw the cooch at him, and that's just not about to happen because his face is gonna crack. And let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all why when we get to Nilsa's part of this. And he also feels some type of way about Jeremiah. They still not friends, they still not cool, stemming from, you know, the car situation where he went on a challenge, did horribly, and either Jeremiah or one of his brothers totaled Gus's car. He feels some type of way about that. Jeremiah said he offered to pay, Gus said he didn't. And that the fact that, you know, he tried to titty bump Jeremiah over the going to comfort the dude who was talking ish about Florida, even though a lot of people talk ish about Florida. You know, he got into a titty bumping match with Nilsa's guest, who said stuff about Florida, and then got upset with Jeremiah for going out there and telling the dude, like, you don't come in nobody's house running your mouth. And he felt some type of way and felt like that Jeremiah should be right by his side, comforting him and being a good little friend that he was. Or in my case, as I was watching it, it was like, was y'all motherfuckers a couple? What is this? Like, don't nobody give a damn about this. He was going to say something. He felt some type of way. Y'all should have let it go and let God and be done with it. But he didn't. So, you know, he has issues with that. He want Nilsa, but Nilsa don't want him. Nilsa's in a committed relationship, and he ain't got nobody. So he feels some type of way about all of that, honey. About all of that. So, Nilsa, as we move on, is with a new man. She's been with Gus 2.0 for a while now. They've moved to Atlanta. They got their own little house, and they're doing wonderfully. And they got the cutest little dog, all fluffy. It looked like a mop, like a brown mop. It's a cute dog. We also find out that Nilsa's father passed away, and I was like, I know how that feels. And except my father passed away my sophomore year of college. Nilsa's father passed away during COVID, and I think he fell and hit his head, and he went to the hospital, and they weren't able to be with him because y'all know they are not really letting you be in the hospitals with anyone with during this time. unless it's like a pregnant woman and like her partner, and that's about it. Other than that, she's going through that, and she also finds out that she is pregnant. Nilsa is pregnant. Mama's is pregnant, okay? So they get to the house in Montana, and I'm just telling y'all the things that are kind of juicy or whatnot. They get there. Gus decides that he's going to do some parkour or whatever to try to find a key because the house is locked up and all the windows and doors are locked. And eventually Candace and Amy get there, and Amy was like, it was under the bear the whole time. And, you know, everybody's kind of like, I don't know how this stuff is going to go when Jeremiah shows up. Is Jeremiah going to show up? Because during COVID, the only person that heard from Jeremiah... Hold on. Let me get my drink. The only person to hear from Jeremiah for real was Nilsa when her father passed away. Nobody else has really heard from Jeremiah. He's just been secluded in his home. Okay, not really talking to nobody, especially going off of, you know... not last summer, the summer before that, because they ain't been together in 2020. The last time they was all together was in 2019. So it looked awkward. Nobody knows how it's gonna go. Nobody knows how it's gonna turn out. We're like, oh my god, are they gonna titty bump? Are they gonna fight? What is going on? Anyway, Nelsa tells everybody that she's pregnant, and Gus's face cracks, i.e. I told y'all before, he thought that Nelsa would forget that she's in a relationship and let him hunch on her, and that is not the case. She's committed, she's happy, she's healthy, she is thriving, and she's going to be a mother, and he feels some type of way about it, so he gets in his little mother feelings and starts to blame her for him and Lisa's relationship breaking up. In the midst of him blaming her, he also feels some type of way about Jeremiah, and he wants everybody to be on his team, and he wants everybody to be his friend and not Jeremiah's friend, and he really wants to isolate that man and make him feel unwanted because he feels like this is the... Here's my thoughts. I feel like he thinks this is the Gus show and not Floribama shore, and that everybody has to placate and bow down to him, and we're not finna do that. Y'all are all grown adults, and everybody can see what the fuck is going on. Except for the people who are enabling you, but everybody can see what's going on, and nobody is about to stand for it anymore. So him and Jeremiah are in a hot tub, and you know, they throw out the word bro so many times that I was like, let me pause this, go take a walk, because I hate the word bro. I absolutely hate the word bro, and I've been called the word bro by people, but not in the way like, bro, I'm just kidding. No, they use bro to kind of just like gaslight me or to annoy me. It's like, I don't fucking like that word. It irks my soul. So in the midst of them saying bro this, bro that, bro I love you, bro I miss you, bro, ew, it sounds wrong coming out of my mouth. They apologize to each other, and they make up and start out on a clean slate, or so we thought. Now, Gus is still blaming Nilsa for this whole after. This is only after he started blaming Nilsa for the breakup with Lisa after he found out Nilsa was pregnant. He knew about Gus 2.0. He asked about that relationship. It was only after he found out that she was pregnant that he started blaming her for his breakup with Lisa. And the breakup with Lisa happened in season 3. And the reason why they broke up, because watching it, even if Nilsa was like, oh, you know, after season 2 ended after that summer, I think they were either still in Panama City, or he came down there real quick. She ended up sleeping in his bed, and they maybe kissed or something like that. Even if she said that, that was not the reason y'all broke up. What happened was, Lisa was in college, or still is in college. I don't know that lady. I didn't follow her life like that, but she was in college. She was either 19 going on 20 when they were together, and she was like a sophomore in a sorority, and she had separation issues, and her boyfriend was going off for the summer, which she was still in school, they left probably like in April to come to the St. Pete's. She's still in college. Her boyfriend's not there. He's not going to be there for her birthday. She's in college. She's in that college girl mentality. And she's upset about that because he's going to be gone for a long time. And I don't know if she thought she couldn't come down there and see him, or if she didn't want to come down there and see him because she never actually came to the shore house. But she felt some type of way about it, and they argued. She called the roommates animals and talked about, how dare you let them talk about me that way, because Courtney threatened her. Well, Courtney was sick and had tonsillitis at the time and bad anxiety, and you just kept calling and was screaming at this man. So I would cuss you out too. Bitch, I'm trying to sleep. I don't feel good. Child, it was a lot, and I feel like he was talking ish about the roommates to her. But they broke up because, first of all, y'all were never compatible. Secondly, or B, wherever I started this off at, it was doomed from the start. She has the college girl mentality. You have the, I'm in my 20s, I want to party before I have to settle down and do all the grown adult stuff that I'm supposed to do. So it was doomed from the start. And thirdly, or C, you're on reality TV, and she also threatened to air you the fuck out to TMZ and anybody else that would listen. I.e., doomed from the start, okay? It was not going to work. And she was kind of gaslighting you by calling your mother to have her call you to get you to talk to her and apologize for her for something that you hadn't done yet. Also, if we're really going to talk about the things that you did, you was letting bitches take body shots off of you and eat fruit off your belly button, okay? And flirting with all the girlies you could get at the bar. So, there's that. So, the big things that happened, I already talked about the Gus and Jeremiah making up thing. They go ice skating, which causes a big blow up because Gus has to tell Nilsa that he needs to warn her that he needs to talk to her. And it's basically her asking, what do you need to talk to me about? And he blows up about the Lisa thing. And Amy starts to blow up at him. Like, that's my friend. She's pregnant. You're not finna stress her out, especially because she has a history of miscarriages. Not miscarriages as a multiple. Just I'm putting an S on it to make it sound right as I speak it, because Nilsa does have that history. She talked about it. And she blow up at Gus because he owns some fuck shit. And Kirk blows up too at Amy, talk about let them talk, and it's just the whole thing. And it's like Gus really just started this whole fight because he, again, I feel like he's upset that she's pregnant and thought that coming into this house, because they can't go out, they can't bring nobody back because ain't nobody about to get sick because you're trying to hunch on people. He is upset, okay? So upset. And I guess he thought that Nilsa would always be around to follow him. But I'm going to tell you now, Nilsa was done with you after season 3. Like, in that aspect, just off the fact that you told her that everybody needs their fix when talking to her about, flirting with her and trying to hunch on her. And she felt some type of way about it, which rightfully so. And she was like, he told me I was just a fix. I'm some type of hoe or something. And she let it be known. She's not somebody's second, third, fourth choice. And she's not your choice when you can't pick somebody up at the bar. She's first choice or no choice, and I'm here for it, okay? You be first choice or no choice. Let that be known to everybody out in the world. Don't let nobody treat you like that. I don't care who they are. Whether they girl or guy. You're a first choice or no choice. And don't let them let them treat you like if they can't bring somebody home from the bar or the club or wherever they are for the night, that they could just come hop in bed with you. No ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no nothing. No. So they get back to the house or whatever, and it's cooking dinner, hanging out, and he's trying to talk to Nilsa. And she's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I just want to cook and be done and try to relax after the whole big blow up when they were ice skating. And he got out there and lied to Cody and Kirk about the whole situation. I'm like, so now you're a liar too. Okay, well, we've been knew that. Because you like to tell people you head-butted Jeremiah. You pushed him when really y'all was just titty bumping and arguing. And he didn't want to put hands on you. But okay. So then they did like this little game night, Drunk Olympics. It looked fun. It looked like a drunken good time. Everybody did it except for Nilsa because she can't be drunk, so she was the referee. And Amy did a flip and probably hurt herself. I was like, girl, ooh. Never again, honey. Not if you gonna hurt yourself. Eventually there's like this winter storm in Montana, so it's like, oh my god, do we have enough food? Who can we eat first? Cody. Eat him first. And, you know, they decided to have a game night playing who's more likely. Or more likely. I've played this game, but with cards and not with alcohol. And that was y'all first mistake. Playing it with alcohol. Chapter was playing it with White Claw. I was like, White Claw? I'm a little bougie when it comes to my drinks, but okay. Anyway. They play it. Everything's going fine until they get to the who's the most entitled, and everybody start pouring White Claws in Jeremiah's cup, and Jeremiah was like, how am I most entitled? Okay, and it starts this big thing like, if I think anybody's entitled, it's Gus. Now Jeremiah's doing this all in good spirits, all in good fun, because him and Gus have made up, or so he thought, and Gus feels some type of way about it, talking about he can never take responsibility or accountability for anything he did. But you can't take accountability for playing a part in you and Lisa's relationship breaking up. Or you can't take accountability for, you know, the whole sushi titty bumping headbutting session. Or the titty bumping session with Nilsa's guest that you got upset because he said something about Florida. Which, child, people always talked about Florida. People talking about Florida now. Y'all are still open. During a pandemic. Y'all just had spring break down there. Enough said. So he stand up over Jeremiah, because Jeremiah is sitting on the ground, and he running his mouth, flapping them gums, selling them wolf tickets like he finna jump bad at somebody, looking like a low-rent George Michael. Or some people think he looked like a low-rent Wolverine, because that's where he child, please. And I was like, what you standing up for? Gus again, selling them wolf tickets, flapping them gums, jaw jacking all up and through. Tell Jeremiah to get up. Jeremiah was like, if you don't sit down, fool, and that's what set him off, fool. I was like, let me not ever meet Gus in real life, because I say fool all the time. Child, he started to do a little cat scratch meow on Jeremiah's neck and arms, okay? Putting his hands on him. And, you know, after that, Kirk and Cody are hyping up Gus like he did something. I was like, he didn't do nothing. They just took it a step from titty bumping to scratch. Well, mostly Gus scratching up Jeremiah like he was a cat, not trying to be put in a bath or picked up. And then he did knocked over some like glasses and a lamp. I'm like, I'm pretty sure y'all not gonna get y'all deposit back for that, and somebody gonna have to pay for a broken lamp. Now the girls are like talking to Jeremiah, which this brings Jeremiah and the girls closer, because they felt like no matter what the situation was, because they all thought they made up, and Jeremiah was like, I thought we made up too, we apologized. There was like, no matter how they felt about him before, no one, and I mean no one, no matter the situation, just because he was like, yeah, you might be more entitled, deserves to have somebody put their hands on him. Violence is not the answer. Okay, I know, like, on this channel, I would like, you know what? I might have to, you know, want to somebody. But it's not because I'm drinking or I'm still holding off from stuff from the past, even though I lied and said I let it go. Or that I'm actually gonna go do it, because you batches like to press charges or sue, and I'm too cute for jail, and I don't have enough money to be being sued, because I'm still trying to pay tuition. So that brings him closer to the girls, and my thing was violence is not the answer, and that brings Jeremiah closer to the girls. You know, they help him clean up his cuts. He got cuts and scratches all over him, just band-aids all up and through, and Gus is over there flapping them gums and jaw-jacking with Cody and Kirk, and they hyping him up like he did something. He didn't do nothing, and he's still flapping them gums, talking about, I did that, talking about, I'm most entitled. He's the one who's okay. Anyway, somebody was at the door, so I had to stop. So we're back. So Gus is talking before Jeremiah walk up. He stopped talking as soon as Jeremiah is there, and then starts talking after Jeremiah leaves. So I was like, I can't even say he's a PU $sign Y, because those are very strong and very assertive and very out there, and just be like, and what, bitch? You are gotta come up for something for him, a new word, because he can't be a PU $sign Y or a cat emoji. He's not that. No, those are strong. Those ain't weak, okay? Those are in your face, like I'm gonna tell you how it is. He's not one of those. So after the thing, Jeremiah is trying to stay far away from him because he's not understanding. The girls are more calling out the whole situation than Kirk and Cody are. They're still enabling that man and his raggedy ass hairstyle and sense of style, because it is cold in Montana and this man is wearing shorts, back thongs, shirtless in a leather jacket. I was like, this is giving me very much season 4 or 5 of Jersey Shore vibes, and if y'all know, then y'all know. So they go sledding. That's one of the fun things that they do. Nosa cooks her homemade Alfredo and it looked good. So, you know, they just trying to keep it copacetic and everything. Until Candace, well, first of all, not even that. Gus lets Candace, Kirk, Cody know that Jeremiah and Josh got into a fight, and Jeremiah punched Josh for no apparent reason in the face, and they no longer talk. They haven't talked in months. We're gonna get into that later. First of all, like, the whole fight situation, because Jeremiah eventually clarifies that and clears it up. First of all, Gus, that's not your family. That's none of your motherfucking business. I don't care if Josh called you and told you, this motherfucker just put hands on me. I can't believe it. That was not your business to go back and tell the roommates, because first of all, that is family business. That's not your family, okay? That's not your family. You had no right to go be telling somebody's business to people that maybe they don't like Josh. Maybe they're not friends with Josh. Maybe Josh don't like them. Maybe he's not friends with them. We don't know, because we don't know what y'all relationships are truly like outside of the house. And we don't know unless y'all say something on social media. And even then, we don't know the full gist of it or there's everything behind it. So that you had no right to go be telling people that about this man's family. So the blow-ups really happen when Candace goes looking for her blow dryer. It's wash day. I know, baby girl, I'm all natural too. When it comes to my hair, natural and wash day is a motherfucking day. It's not hours. It's not like 30. It is a day. Wash day is a day, which means if you tried to make plans with me on wash day, you better give me 2 to 3 business days before I can get back to you, because not only must I wash this hair, I have to detangle it, I also have to deep condition it, and then I have to do like a style to it. Okay, it's a day. So she goes looking for a blow dryer. She's asking everybody. She asked the girls, they don't know where it is. She asked Jeremiah, who's in the house trying to eat him a little fruit. He's like, he don't know where it is. And she eventually finds her blow dryer in Kirk, Cody's, and Gus's bathroom, and she goes to ask Gus, and Gus lies to her, like, no, he didn't have it, he didn't do it. And she pissed off because she was like, I know this motherfucker did it. And eventually she goes back to her bathroom with the girls and she tells them, and well, the girls are sick of the dudes using their bathroom anyway, because they don't clean up behind themselves. They leave glasses and trash in there, and then Cody don't like to clean out the tub after he's finished taking his redneck bubble bath in there, so they banned him from the bathroom. And then it's just like a whole big blow up over the blow dryer that Gus stole. Like, you stole her blow dryer. You actively went into her stuff, stole her blow dryer, didn't tell her you took it, and was gonna keep it. For real, I think he was going to keep that blow dryer until she found it in the bathroom because she needed it. And he's talking about, well, why didn't she come and ask for it? You should have known I took it. First of all, she doesn't have to ask for anything that is hers. You took it without her permission. Do you know what that means? That means you stole it. You stole it, Heifer. You stole it, okay? What did you do? You didn't ask for it. You stole it. And it's this whole big thing of him just like trying to gaslight her, microaggressions, coming at her all crazy because he stole something from her. And this just reminds me of season 2, that argument of the Gator J 231 Southside the God whole thing, where he told her she didn't even deserve to be called a woman. So she said, what am I, it? He was like, you're not even that, so, oh, I'm a monster now. It just reminded me of that whole situation of, like, what is your problem with Candace for real? What is your problem with her from that argument till now? You stole her stuff, so she's not supposed to be upset. She can't feel some type of way about you stealing my guy. You stole her blow dryer. So all the guys leave out the bathroom, and she used her blow dryer because it's hers. And Gus is upset because Kirk and Kodai are making Bloody Marys, and they not paying attention to him. And he throws a little fit like a 7-year-old in a grocery store who can't get the box of cereal they want. And he slams a chair, puts his back thong off, and run outside. Now, mind you, it's Montana. It's cold. There's snow outside, and they just had a snowstorm. He's in a back thong, some shorts, and some Converse, and he starts running, and the cameraman was like, I think he is running. He is sprinting, and they follow him as much as they can, like they do the Maury guests who like to run back there when shit don't go their way. So eventually the roommates go looking for him, except for Candace, because she was like, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna get dressed, because I want to look good when he come back up in this motherfucker, because he finna get it from me. And Amy, because she wasn't gonna go out there, Amy was like, I'm hungover and I ain't took a shower yet, I'm gonna just stay here. Jeremiah, who don't fuck with Gus like that, y'all just got into a titty bumping session which involved Gus scratching him up. I would feel some type of way about it. I wouldn't go look for him. Nelson, who you didn't just yell at a pregnant woman because A, you feel some type of way that she's pregnant and in a committed relationship with somebody who has your name but really not your name because your name is Caleb and you just like being called Gus, and you feel like it should be you, or maybe you feel some type of way because you can't do what you wanted to do with her, which was not gonna happen because she was in a committed relationship, pregnant or not. She was not gonna hunch on you or let you hunch on her. And then your 2 enablers in the back seat, they go looking for him for about 5 hours. They don't find him. They come back to the house. In the midst of that, Gus's sister has called. Gus's sister and his brother have called. His brother, level-headed, very understanding, talks to everybody. Even when the roommates come back, he called and he was talking to them. But Gus's sister Hannah called, and she basically tells Candace, because they think production, from what the people on the Twitter are saying and Reddit, they think production, when they called his sister, told her that he had gotten into it with Candace before then. And she calls and tells Candace, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass if anything happens to my brother. I'm gonna find a way to do it. And she said, Candace said, you ain't gonna whoop nobody up in here. And it's a whole thing. I'm like, your brother's the one that stole. Y'all, like, this is the problem. Y'all enabled him his whole life and let him do and say whatever he wanted to and painted his bad behavior like it was good. So now when he does stuff like this, everybody's supposed to be on his side and supposed to be his way or the highway, and we're not finna do that. You are way too old and too grown in your big age to be acting like a child. If you don't go get some therapy, I'm telling y'all, this is really giving me seasons 4 and 5 of Jersey Shore. If you know, then you know. So the roommates look for him. They don't find him. They come back. Production is like, oh, we found him. They don't show his face, but they show they have him. And he's now in quarantine. He's not going to be in the house for a while. So Amy cooks taco soup. Y'all know the last time she cooked taco soup, it was not a good time. In the midst of blow dryer gate, Nilsa had called Bethany, who is Candace's best friend. They've been A1 since day one, since like kindergarten, and she calls her to come up there because they need some more feminine energy in the house. And you know, Candace asked Jeremiah, as you and Josh get into a fight, like you punching Josh in the face, true? Because that's what Gus said. And Kirk is like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because they're sitting up here enabling Gus and trying to make excuses for his bad behavior. Talking about he's really going through some things. When I go through things, let me tell you something. I've learned to stop taking my frustrations out on people. When I'm going through stuff, I'm no longer taking my frustrations out on people, because that's not a good thing. That's not where I need to put my energy. That's not what I need to do. So I've learned to stop doing that with the help of some good counselors and some good therapy. Now, I stopped for a while because therapy got expensive, but I'm going to go back. It does wonders, okay? My anger has gotten better. And Kirk is just trying to make excuses for him. I'm like, you can't make excuses for that. Also, he shouldn't be telling nobody's business. So, Jeremiah lets it be known that COVID and quarantine, of course somebody was going to get into a fight. It happened. We're okay now. We still talk. We live together. They live together, because when they did the little video of where everybody was, Josh and Jeremiah was in the garage gym working out and talking. And Bethany, which is Candace's friend, she shows up. She's a breath of fresh air. The vibe is great. They all mentioned that since Gus is not there, the vibe is amazing. Like, they're doing great. And they have a good time. They have some kookapoo, which is basically a whole bunch of alcohol and a whole bunch of sweeteners to make it not taste like alcohol that will get you fucked up real quick. Okay, they have a good time. They talk about some really deep issues, and they still mention that, you know, without Gus, the vibe is amazing. And, you know, Nilsa and Amy missed their boyfriend, so that was like all of it. That was just everything. Like, as soon as Gus left, the vibe got better, and everybody was able to talk to Jeremiah. Like, the girls have been talking to him and getting to know him for the Jeremiah he is now, and not the Jeremiah he was before. Because if you think about it, for a lot of people, if you really think about it, when quarantine happened, like when everybody really went into quarantine, a lot of people changed. So by the time you got to see those people again, it's like you were completely different than what you were when we were out in the real world and could interact with each other without having to wear a mask and spraying you bitches down with Lysol and sanitizer and all that good stuff. So next episode, Gus is coming back, so that'll be Thursday, and I'll see y'all Thursday. But this has been my recap, my review, my thoughts, my feelings on this whole situation. It's giving me very much, as it gets dark. Y'all see this light, and it's terrible. It is terrible, honey. Thank you, I'm back. Just for a little while. It's giving me very much seasons 4 and 5, for Gus anyway, of Jersey Shore. Now, if y'all like the review, recap, and everything, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't, please like, comment, and subscribe. And all the information is in the description box below. I'll see y'all later. Bye.